What's going on, Priya? Sorry I didn't get to record this yesterday. I didn't get the time. I figured I'd do it now. My last lesson couldn't make it in, and today has been. I tried to get in early to do this, it didn't work. So anyway, I figured since I don't have your book here, and I can't really go off of what that is in there. I figured it would be cool to kind of go off and do a song that I really think is really good for finger picking or just a good picking pattern. All right, and that's "Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner. The reason I really picked the song is because of the simplicity of the chords and the usefulness of the picking pattern as a whole is something you could apply to a lot of different songs. A lot of people kind of do the similar thing, once you go into a 16th note, kind of, like when you're picking a chord, where you strum a chord like normal, normal strumming. 3, 4, 1, 2 in the key of 4 in the time signature 4, and then we can, you can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And when you get into 16ths and we were picking those, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and some of that kind of fast picking stuff. It's good to have a good pattern for it. All right. And this song is just C, your normal C chord to G. Now we can play G chords a couple ways. You can do it like this too. All right. The picking pattern is going to skip a string on G, so it almost could just hold it like this. You almost don't even need to do. But either way, just hold the G, and then A minor. Okay, and then there's going to be an A minor 7 at the very end with your pinky. Okay. Let me make sure I'm in tune because I fit the sneaking suspicion that one of my strings is not where it should be. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, so the chord progression is going to be, I wish I could, I got it written up here because I think I was working on this a second ago. All right, so the chord progression is going to be this. It's going to be, is that backwards? It is, isn't it? So it's just going to be, I wonder if I could just write it backwards. Maybe it isn't backwards on the screen, but it looked like it in my recording, so I'm just going to ignore that. But it's going to be 2 measures, okay? We're going to play 2 beats of C, 2 beats of G for the first measure, and then the second measure is going to be A minor. And the way I play it strumming-wise is that I play the A minor 3 times, and on the 4th time, you add the pinky for the 7, okay? Okay? So let's count it. I'm gonna count it for you and see if you can pick this up, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. C2, G2, A2, 3, 4. C2, G2, A2, 3, 4. C2, G2, A2, 3, 4. All right? That's the general, that's pretty much the whole song. It just does that the whole time. And the picking pattern is going to sound like this. I'll demonstrate it now, and that way you can kind of get the idea. All right. Now, I'm not expecting you to do all like that well right away. The chords left-handed wise are simple enough, but right-handed wise it will be a little bit of a practice thing, okay? So let's just break down the pattern. I'm going to go into the C chord first. Okay, so the C chord, I'm trying to find a place I can a sit rather, where I can get the whole guitar in there. You can see kind of better. It's kind of easy for the left hand, so it's almost better if I get the right hand here. There we go, that's a little better. Get a little closer. Like that. All right. Okay. Now you kind of can see my C chord. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so the C chord, you can see that C and the G to A. Okay? So what the picking pattern is going to be, and this is where the meat and potatoes of this song will kind of come out, will be in the C chord position. Let's start with C. A string, D string, G string, back to D string, and then skipping up to B. That's the first half, okay? First half. Try and get that. Okay? A, D, G, D, B. Okay? Just in your normal C chord right there. All right? So next, that's the first half. That's 1. Remember, we play the C chord for 2. So 2 is going to be coming back down this way, and that's going to be, you already hit B, so coming on the way down, you can go G string, D string, G string, A string, okay? Slow it down for you. In this song, you're only going to play up and down, and then you're going to go right into the next chord. So it would be really quick, and the last note won't end on A. You're going to end on the G. So which one, then we'll get to the G picking pattern right after this. So we go. This is the amount you'll actually play. And then before going back to the root, you're actually going to hit the root of the next chord, which is the G. Okay, and I usually, when I do this, I probably might have mentioned this before, sometimes when I go from C to G, I just move my fingers down and stay kind of in a C position, but just in it's like an altered second fingering for G. I do this. You don't have to do this, whatever's comfortable. I would say that if you could get used to doing this, it'd probably be a little quicker to get in and out, because I mean, yeah, so it can be easier. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the white way, but but at the very end of that C chord, oops. Okay, and then we go to the A, but the picking pattern of this is almost the same as the C chord, and then it starts with the low E though, skips the A, so low E, D string, G string, D string again, skipping up to the high E. And then on the way back, it's the same thing as the other chord, G, D string, G, then to the low, skipping over A to low E, okay? This one might be the little bit trickier one to pick because of the fact that you got to skip. E, D, G, D, E, G, D, G, E. You know I'm playing the G on the E. Get the idea on what strings I'm hitting, all right? So that pattern would be go, hit right to G, and then to open A for the A minor. And the A minor chord is picked exactly the same as the C chord because they exist on the same strings. So it'll be, again, A string, D string, G string, B string, G string, D string, G string, A string. Okay? Okay? Now that's the first two, and you have actually two left now in the last measure to fill up. And what happens is, because there's a 7, the A7 comes in with just the pinky. All right, so the picking pattern will be that of what you just did, which would be just like the C chord. And then when you get that low A again, that's 3. And then you go low A. So at the end of that pattern, you're not gonna hit it again. You'll hit it once, and then, so A, D, G, then the high E with the pinky on, okay? So, okay? Hopefully that seems simple. Okay? So all together, I hope this is, you could pick this up pretty quick. Mostly just, if you don't even, if you're not into this song, it's mostly about the picking pattern, because I can show you a whole bunch of songs you could adapt this to. So in its entirety, I'm going to go really slow. And I did skip one little bit that I might add into this, but it's literally just all, the song kind of starts with a pickup, actually. So the part I haven't showed you is just the pickup part. walk up. Now, let's just try to cover that slightly, just for the sake of the fact that I kind of forgot it. So literally, it just is at the meat and potatoes part of this is the picking, and then that walk up is the lick that initiates the beginning of the song, and that it kind of works as a way into your C chord every time from the A, as a way to turn it back into itself. So when you're going, okay. And then it's gonna be open on the A string, 2 on the A string, and then, okay, and I usually do that with the middle finger as a 2. That way I can get right into the C chord. Okay? So that all together, I'm gonna try and do this and get this in frame here. Okay, well, work on that and try that, okay? And also, the good thing to know about that is there's some parts of that song that include, it's in A minor, so that A minor pentatonic / A minor scale, or the pentatonic, is like where he plays the solo. It's where some of the melodies come from. If you wanted to try and also figure out like how to play the vocal melody, for example, although he might not be in the register in this scale, you could find notes to match his notes. All of it is in this there, and that's kind of the case for all these songs, okay? So just try and work on that. I do remember your daughter playing some cool stuff on ukulele. I did have the thought in mind to try and pull out a couple songs. There was a Ain't No Sunshine, I think she was playing, which is a pretty cool tune. It's got cool chords. It's pretty simple. So maybe next time we can do that. So sorry about the delay for this video. I messed up, so it just, well, we just kind of had a busy day yesterday, so apologize for that. I look forward to see you next week, okay? All right, have a good one.